Hello everybody! Welcome to the stream. I will be trying to get this sorted in just a second. While we launch into I don't know what's happening, but the VTuber studio is being a bit of a nightmare at the moment, and I do not know why. Or is it my camera? Is my camera messing up? Hmm. Okay, I'll try and get it sorted while I'm fishing. We are just jumping straight into some fishing and then going back to doing the story. I pressed the wrong button there completely. Don't know why it's messing up so much. Like my camera. Oh, have I found the issue? I might have found the issue. I think I did. I think I fixed it. Which means we can then turn back on my model. Hello everyone. Sorry, you can see me now. I am just pressing random buttons in game while I was trying to sort that out. Welcome to the stream. We are back in Final Fantasy XIV in Eorzea to do some more post A Realm Reborn campaign, while also gathering irregular tombstones of Phantasmagoria for the Mogstone event that is currently going. Ooh, a spectral getting launched, that's always nice. Hopefully the sound levels are okay and you can hear me over all the game nonsense. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm pretty sure I turned it really far down, so it should be okay. It's just because last time I went back and I watched the VODs and it ended up being that you could barely hear me over stuff like this when the music happens. So I thought it best that you could hear me, but also hopefully still hear the game in the background. I can potentially turn it back up again as well, if we need to. Let's do that a little bit. Sorry, that would be a loud ping. Sorry about that one. But hopefully you can now hear the game and hear me. I'll move my mouse back out of the way. Okay, I think that's working. Yeah, seems to all be balanced. Yeah, so we've got another weekend planned of another couple of streams today and tomorrow, where I will be trying to get to Heaven's Ward, which I've been trying to do for a little while, because the post A Realm Reborn campaign is long. There is a lot to it. I don't even know how much more I've got to do, but I'm trying to get to Heaven's Ward, because then when I do my ocean fishing for this event to try and get Mogstones, I can also be getting Gatherer scripts, which is nice. And then I can also just continue with the Heaven's Ward story, which would be really useful. I did not even look at what my voyage missions were. It is catch 5 sharks, which I've just caught one, so that's a good start. Catch 5 3-star or higher fish, which obviously I've done because we had a spectral current. Oh, there's another shark, nice. And then catch fish with a weak bite, 34 of them. I've currently got 8, so we're going to have to get a lot more of those. Maybe I can increase my chances of that by turning snagging off. Let's turn snagging off and see what happens. I normally just leave it on, but it's like, I think it might actually be hindering me on that quest. Ooh, we've got some seagulls around. Yeah, if people are wondering, I'm level 76 in fishing, which I've gained purely to get the mogstones, and only doing ocean fishing. Like, I literally went from level 1 to 7 doing the first quest in the fishing guild. I handed that in, hit level 7, unlocked ocean fishing, and I've just been ocean fishing since then. So I am currently wearing a level 1 fishing rod. And does that hinder me from catching fish? Not in the slightest. Does it hinder me from completing the voyage missions? Little bit, depending on what the voyage mission is. Because obviously if I had a better fishing rod at this point, I'd be catching a lot more, a lot quicker. As you can tell from the people next to me, where they're throwing the line in and then catching things immediately. Obviously I can use some moves to sort of buff this up. I also need to make sure that it eats some cottage cheese to get more experience as I go. Because if I can hit level 100 just off ocean fishing with a level 1 fishing rod, that'd be very funny. So we're going to try and do that. We'll see how high we get while the Mogstone event is still on. And then we also need to, do the post-ARR story. Which should be good. There's still plenty more of it to do. And hopefully it all works and makes sense. Mouse catching fish. And octopuses and sharks. Strange. I think we're using krill again in the next zone, and I think it's plump worms. Move us to the next zone, Captain. Good. He gets there eventually. Ooh, I get front and head of the ship. Aha! Oh, lovely. Fishing next to the vessel, that's always a lovely little spot. Even if it is really misty. Suspicious. Spooky mists on the lovely seaside town. Okay, here we go. I'm starting to get more weak bites. And then I mentioned it. And that's always a downside. Because I mention something and it stops happening. Ooh, level 77. I've gained 70 levels ocean fishing so far. Kind of crazy. I can spin my camera to the other side so I can look at people's faces. Yeah, so ocean fishing happens every couple of hours. So we will do this one, then we will get about an hour and a half of story, and then another ocean fishing, and then another hour and a half of story, and another ocean fishing, and then the same again. We'll probably call the stream after the 8 o'clock ocean fishing. Or the 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, one of the two. We'll see how we're doing at 6 o'clock, because worst case scenario, I might need to take a break at 6 o'clock if I am carrying to 8 or maybe 10. But I think 6 o'clock has been working better. This is all GMT time, I should say. It's got my local time up here. In case anyone is curious. Yeah, we've got another nice weekend planned. Catching, like relaxing and catching fish. And then also doing the weird political intrigue story that we're going through at the moment in the campaign. Come on, little fishies. Come and get yours. So yeah, my aim with the Phantasmagoria tombstones was to get 350, I believe, because then that allows me to buy every item that I wanted from the Moogle in the event, which is a bunch of mounts and minions, and then like the Inferno jacket, which is quite a nice little collection of items, so it should be good. Inferno jacket more just so that I can potentially build a glamour out of it. If at some point I decide that's something I want to do, I would rather have it than not. And so getting it here is better than getting it through the Mug Station. I think there's a way to get it in-game, but it's awkward. I really should look up how I get it in-game. But for now, we just love and casually fish. Okay, nice. We managed to get to 22 weak bites. Oh yes, I managed to get my fishing rod out just before they called it. See if we can get another weak bite here. Hmm. No, a ferocious bite instead. That's no good. Oh no, we're waiting the anchors and I'm still reeling in a fish. I don't think I caught it because I think the animation took too long. Oh no. I spent too long reeling in that ferocious fish and didn't catch it. That's no good. We can't do that. No. We've got a lovely all dance section. Rodano Sea. Well, we can see Uldar in the background. I believe we're just past Horizon. Yeah. Right. Horizon's just over there. Okay, oh, I forgot to swap bait. There you go, this should do better. Catch me better fish this way. What have we got? A ferocious bite again. But I managed to catch this one, so that's good. Ooh, spectral bass. Bass? Spectral bass. You're forgetting that the instrument and the fish are said differently, but spelt the same. The rabbit next to me having to run off and buy some more bait. This is why I always come in with 100 of everything, or over 100 of everything. Oh, that was sad. I almost managed to catch a spectral. Or I got the ferocious bite anyway, and then didn't quite manage to catch it. Oh, someone else got it. We are okay. Swing back round and look at all the lovely rainbow colours. CEO. need to start getting sharks. And plenty of weak bites, that's something good. Treasure Barramundi. Another true barramundi. Okay, thanks right now. Okay, we can do this. We've got just under 2 minutes. Or a minute and a half, I guess, technically. Oh. I need to have the GP when I get the weak bites, otherwise I'm not catching them. And they're just silencers. Well, I didn't manage to complete the missions. I completed one and I caught a bunch of fish, but I didn't complete the other two. I didn't quite level up a second time, but I should level up from the post-mission experience. So, should be okay. How am I doing inventory-wise? I've still got over 100 of each. Then we are all good. And now we can go back to land and then head back to Coerthus, I think. I think we were in Coerthus for our main story. Oh, no, I know what we need to do for our main story. We need to go and unlock hard mode of the 3 primals. It is primal fight time. So in fact, I will hop over to the... just do a quick little title change. Because we're going to be fighting primals and fish. Yeah. We are ready and prepared to fight primals with our fish in hand. It's going to be... Oh no, I realised I've done the same thing. There you go, level 78. Pretty nice. Go to purchase items, then sell all these fish that we don't need. We don't want a bunch of fish filling up our inventory. There we go. I mean, we can keep the spectral fish. We keep hold of those just in case. I don't even remember what they're for, but I just keep hold of them anyway. I guess I'll desynth them when I get desynthesization unlocked, which I think is level 30 on the crafting class. We are also on 174 Phantasmagoria Mogstones, which is nice. Okay. Now then. Good Intentions is the quest that we need, but we need to defeat the hard mode primals to do that. So I have to do in for Garuda Awakening. Wait. Where do I start these again? I think it is in for Garuda Awakening, where we have to go to the horizon. In fact, hang on, have we still got... I can go and double check on my retainer and send them to a thing, because I think they've got my envelopes in order to teleport to the Waking Sands. Because I put them away because I didn't think I needed them anymore. It turns out I do still need a couple. Yep, I can confirm you have completed your ventures. Now I can assign you a new venture. And also... They don't. Where did I go? Oh, no, they do. They're right there. That's where the tickets. There we go. I can give them that as well. Lovely. You're going to sell those too. There we go. Now we teleport to Vesper Bay. We can go and find Garuda, and we can battle. Oh, sorry, not find Garuda. Find Urianger, and he will help us fight the hard mode primals. And we might get some horses, because I can't remember if they're in hard mode or extreme mode. I think they're just hard mode. Yeah. Realise there's also another dungeon or two to pick up. It's not you. Someone around this side? No? Where is that other blue quest? Oh. It's just showing me the entrance to the Waking Sand, because that's the one I was going to already. I thought there was another one. There was not. It was me being silly. It was simply this one over here. Pabalima has one as well that I can't do. Ah, because I have to pick up these. I have to finish the Bowl of Embers hard mode before I pick up the next one. I've already got one unlocked. There we go. Bowl of Embers hard mode. And while that is readying up, hopefully it won't take too long to get into, but it is an 8-person, so me as a solo healer doesn't just immediately get into it anymore, unfortunately, because we do have to wait for another healer and then 6 other people. Then I need to go to Maelstrom Command. Wait, it's Maelstrom Command, not the Limpsa boardroom area, not the captain's room. Sorry, I teleported to the wrong Ethernet because I'm definitely smart. I'm not. I'm lying. I'm going to go to the After Castle. Once it's loaded in, and then load me out again and load me in somewhere else. Whee! Oh, right. Right, I've completed the based ARR game, so I can now go and do Allied Society quests. In which case, at some point, we can definitely use our Culinarian to level up the Allied Society quests for the Ixal. We can definitely do our Ixal quests. I do like the Allied Societies, they're very fun. A fun little daily add-on that you can do. What was I about to do? Right. I received a free company invite from Zero Midnight. I wonder what their free company is about. Dark Raid, and their tag is Havoc. They have 109 members. In Dark Raid, we embrace the shadows and help fellow lights. Because we're in the light server. Right. Make sure to join the Discord. Apparently they've got a Discord server. Which I don't know if I should be showing the link in my stream, but there we go. They invited me. They are ranked 30, apparently. But I'm not interested in. I'm soloing around for the most part. I got 170. Do I buy a bunch now? Because I can get the Inferno Jacket, or I can get a bunch of the mounts. Maybe I grab the top few mounts. Because I was going to save up and get them all in one go. But actually thinking about it, I can just spend a bunch of them already, and then go, now what I need is look at the little duck bill side of this into bacon bits. Yeah. Now I just need another 200. Because I already had 170. And then I can hop into here and I can use these bacon bits. Big duck bill. A bed. A falcon ignition key. I don't even know what the falcon ignition looks like. And a shadow guiba trumpet. I do not know what half of these mounts look like, other than the bed, which is just a bed. Fairly straightforward. Oh, I was about to run off and go and have a look, but we can do that on the way back to Horizon after beating Ifrit. Time to go, beat Ifrit, hard mode. The Bowl of Embers, hard. Does it expand on the story? Fireball in the sky. There he is! Big, spooky Ifrit. Somersaults up into the air. I think it's yeah. Scary. Hit me. Ooh, get a bigger picture. Oh, I thought I spaced that perfectly. I did not. In the slightest. The hard mode of Ifrit's fairly straightforward, but he teaches you all the mechanics that you need for extreme mode of Ifrit, which is less straightforward. Hitting the nails, which in base Ifrit is just 1, in hard mode Ifrit 4, and then in extreme mode Ifrit I think it's like 12? No, not 12. That 8 or 9. Yeah. Woo! I got a player accommodation and I beat a hard mode of Ifrit. Nice and simple. And we can teleport back to the Fish Guild. We didn't get a horse. Why did I go to the Fisherman's Guild? Arcanists Guild, which is next to the fishing port. I think that's where my confusion always comes in. And then we can run down here, but instead of just running out to where the fishing goes, we get a ticket to Vesper Bay. The original and proper purpose of that little gate. Okay, one primal down. Hard mode Garuda next. And notably there was no horse, so I think it might be extreme mode where you have to get the horses. But I'm not sure. I did not mean to walk into the solar. This way. This way. We can talk to Papa Limo. Hi, Papa Limo. Ah, Tegan, I hear you triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus. But the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of the other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her last incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Aether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Yuji and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adders in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a Beastman Aetherite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Helio. He will be able to tell you about the said Aetherite, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. And to the Adder's Nest, where he sends me off to Natalan, I believe, and I go and interact with that Aether Crystal. If I'm getting that correct. The Exile camp in Natalan. Loading times. I don't know how they managed to get up there. Impressive regardless. Maybe a good jump from that bit. Ah, Corporal Mason, we are grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Exile have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Coerthus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The Exile have constructed an Aetherite within Natalan, their stronghold in the central highlands of Coerthus. This Aetherite will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ashgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desire to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people, as well as theirs, May your mission be met with success. He's also the one I come and talk to about the Sylph Beast tribe. And I believe this person here is the one that I talked about the exile. Yeah. Along with a bunch of other stuff. So we need to run to Coerthus. Which isn't too bad, in all honesty. I wanted to try that, see if I could do the warp slide with mid-air. I cannot, because I jump and then it drags you back to the floor and slides you. If anything, wasting a little bit of your slide distance. Okay, let's have a look at these. Oh, also, we'll go to the minion guide. We've got a marble that I got in the dungeon. Little marble. We've got bacon bits that I just bought. Little flying piggy that flaps with its ears. And we've got Bitty Duckbill, who's a little cutie. Oh, he gets so excited. Yeah, I think Bitty Duckbill's the one. You're coming with me, little friend. And then we also need to check out the mounts that I got. I got the Falcon. Ooh, it's a little speedwagon. Oh, it turns into a little helicopter powered wagon. That's quite cool. We got the lovely calm relaxing bed where I can just have a bit of a snooze. It's a huge bed for me. It just flies along. It's funny because you fly backwards. And then we got the Shadow Weaver. Oh. Which is spoilers for the story if we read its description, but it will also be some spoilers for some music. A little sneak peek at some Shadowbringers music. That's some pretty cool music. I do like that piece of music. What I'm going to do though is ride my bed around. Good snooze. I get to be a sleepy mouse while I fly about. So there's the crystal. We just attune to that, and then we can go for like Garuda hard mode. Oh nice, we get some seals for it. That's quite cool. Howling Eye hard mode, so I can take that one. Yeah. And it's just called Magic Bed. I might open my user macros and swap this one for Magicked Bed. Oh, like that. See if it still works. Yeah, it does. So now I can go to sleep with the tap of a button. Yeah. Very silly. Some more amazing music. Big bird arms. At least she's enjoying herself. He's dying for a reason. Everyone flashed out. One person, I think, just stood in a tornado and died. Nice. Got a commendation again. 1 commendation per primal defeated. Also, didn't use the weapon coffer. Ifrit's cane. I don't know if it's better than the one that I've got. Probably not. No, it's worse. But does it look cool? Cloudy Firehorn. Bit weird. Whereas my current one is just glowy stick, but I do want to replace it with the lovely leaf Mogrod. I got the Rogue Ninja weapon and the Dark Knight weapon. That's really cool. Kind of cool. Oh, Spitey slide around. He does. He slides around on his stomach. Oh, little slip and slide platypus. Teleport back now that we've defeated Garuda. And then we go fight Titan. The hard modes are not that difficult, in all honesty. Whee! But yeah, the hard modes just get you weapons. Extreme modes get you mounts. That was something I said wrong previously, I believe. There was an example of one of the mounts. That was the Ramu horse that just kind of flew up next to us and then flew away as the person dismounted. Hi, Ishtola. So, both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you have earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan has also returned, and with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he is grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites, but it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobold's subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser. And a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titans has usurped that honour. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors: the amount of crystals it has gorged upon, and the fervour of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request of assistance from the Maelstrom, and as you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you travelled to his Demesne? I've never heard that word before. By way of the Aetheryte first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte is no longer seems to respond, but do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak to Commander Rahiki at Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it that you spare no preparation. Okay. Titan is clearly the strongest. That's why we needed all the cheese to beat him the first time. But don't worry, we've still got plenty of cheese. Take the fairy to Limpsa. And it's Maelstrom Command that we're going to. So we are taking the Aethernet to the After Castle. Not somewhere else, like I did last time. Speaking of the Scions, your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this is yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Crags has returned, more ferocious and formidable than he was before. We cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystals, and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect, but first things first. We need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa. You have felled the Primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new aetheryte that will take you to the Navel. It's situated deep within Ugomero Mines, not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you will have to cut yourself a path. Please make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds, and 'tis only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the Navigator guide you on your way, Tegan. Okay. Let's go. Fight a Titan. I think the quickest way to get to the specific spot that I'm trying to get to is to go via Aleport. Probably. Because if I went to Middle Lannister, I'd have to go over to Aleport anyway, to West Lannister anyway, and then basically go all the way across to Aleport. And the other one goes to East, which I then have to go all the way up. But at least we get to travel in relaxation and comfort. The bed will just take me where I need to go. Oh, let's fly as high as we can fly in this area. Weird. I suppose it's quite high at this section. Ooh. Down into the mines. Whee. I have to go around here. You can't just... Oh, that's there. You can't just cut through because that's a blocked section. Ah, good. We made it here perfectly fine. Time to fight the Titan. Find unready the Howling Eye. Ready up the Naval hard mode. And go into the fight with Titan, which launched basically immediately. Kind of nice. Oh, one of our players fell off. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, fair enough. I didn't get to commentate anyone because they all left. But that was the 3 primals defeated. We use the crag weapon coffer. Grab ourselves the cane of crags. Wait, I don't need to do that because my next mission is good intentions, which I can now do. So we can jump back to the story. Now that we've beaten up 3 primals in about the same amount of time it took us to do an ocean fishing. Apparently fighting primals is just as easy as catching fish. Although I did catch a lot more fish than I did kill primals. So, But, if you consider that I spent about half an hour and I killed 3 primals, and in the same amount of time I caught 1 spectral fish, then killing primals is quicker than catching spectral fish. And when you get in higher levels, killing primals is quicker than catching fish, because you can solo them, which means you get in immediately, and you can kill them in like 6 seconds. So you really can kill them quicker than you can catch a fish in animation wise,